Hey everyone, I'm Janice and I'm here with the monthly craft kit from Tonic Studios. This is the box that I just got. I have opened it, but I put everything back how it's supposed to be, so you can't tell the difference. So I'm gonna change the camera angles, that way we can get a better unboxing video. Let's go ahead and open it. And we have our pouch, our folder, and then our paper holder. Set the box aside. So usually in the monthly craft kits, you get the papers, the dies and stamps will be inside the folder, and then all the products, whether it's like Nuvo drops or stamps, tools, it'll usually be inside the gray pouch. So let's actually open this first. Nice. So it looks like this one is called Creating a Terrific Telephone Treat Box. It comes with the instructions, tells you how many to cut out and how to put them together. I'm actually going to do a tutorial right after this unboxing of a creation of this. And here are the dies that it comes with. Let's see if I can get a better view of that. And the stamps. I really like the stamps. It says telephone, well done, have a treat, flowers, a crown, and it looks like vines. Looks really cute. And then we can see these are going to be the main pieces. These are side pieces. This is going to be the side of the frame, and this one right here is actually a door, so it opens. You don't have to use that. You can just use the whole frame just as is right here, or you can use the door just to open it. I'm going to use the door in the demonstration. And it comes with the cute little crown with the background and the sentiments, happy birthday, just to say, and then it has the embossing telephone. And I'll show you what all these pieces are that are on here as I go along, and then how many to cut as well. I'm going to set this aside so we can go ahead and open the gray box. Oops, my hair. This is always fun. It's like presents. Make sure I got everything. All right. So we get the crystal drop and silver lining, and the glacier paste in winter white. We get our stamp pad, and it looks like it's the foam pads. I like these because you could take them off. It comes with 4 extras. And then we get sliced strawberry, Moroccan teal, marble statue, hybrid ink pads. I like those. I actually don't have these colors, so I'm excited to see what they look like on paper. Okay, let's go ahead and see what papers we get. I'm just going to put this off to the side. I actually like saving these. If I'm working on a project right now, I'll put the papers that I like inside of it. And these are actually the really durable, I think it's the 300 GSM smooth black cardstock. We get 2 of the classic card. I believe this is the red. We get 1 glitter card in black, 1 in red, 2 vellum papers. I'm gonna halfway show this because I have a lot of reflection. This is the high gloss mirror card, and it's in red. And then we have a satin mirror card in silver. That's pretty. And then we have a pearlescent card. I really like that. You can see the silver shine to it. Nice. And for the tutorial, I'm actually going to use the papers that it came with. I may or may not add some other things to it, like different papers, but we'll see as I start the tutorial. Let's go ahead and get started. After my little workout, I have die cut all the pieces. So I'm going to show you which ones to cut and how many. So for this one, the one without the little notch, we're going to cut 3 of these. If you want to do the door, just cut 1. If you don't want to, then you need to do 4 of these. Now, with this larger square, it says to cut 1. I did 2 because this is going to be the lid, so I plan on putting 1 right underneath to cover the tabs, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like with 2. This long rectangle is gonna be what covers the I guess the windows of the telephone booth. I did 4 of those in vellum. And by the way, I just stuck with the colors that we got in the kit. That way it was a lot easier. And then for this one is going to be the base. So we're going to cut 2 of those. I did the pearlescent because it's really strong. I actually stuck everything inside the box. So I'm going through it. And then this, cut 4 of those. For this one right here, we're going to need 4. 4 of those. This is like a decorative piece. I did 4. If you don't plan on using it, you don't have to cut that. And then for the smaller one, this is going to be the base of the inside. I did 1. Now with the lock. So if you don't plan on using the door, skip this part. This is actually made for a magnet that's 10 millimeters. I don't have that size, so I'm going to show you what it looks like with a 15 millimeter, which is a little bit smaller than the size of the circle. So you're going to want to cut 1 of those and then 2 of the circles. And that's only if you're doing the magnet that'll go on the door. Let's see. And then for these, I went ahead and die cut the ones I planned on using. I did 2 happies and 2 birthdays in the red mirror card. And then I cut 4 of the satin silver to go right behind it. So if you plan on doubling up, you can do 8 pieces. Otherwise, you can do 4. And since it is a video, I went ahead and try to cut some time by cutting these ahead of time. And let me set this down really quick. At the base, so this is going to be like this right at the bottom. I cut 4 more of these in the glitter just for an accent piece. You don't have to do that. It's just something I wanted to put on for decoration. I wanted to try to incorporate all the colors. And then if you saw the crown pieces, I did do these. I did 4 in the glitter, and then I did 4 in the mirror card, the silver. And that's just for decoration. Okay, now that we know how many we need to cut, we'll go ahead and start piecing it all together. Wow, my table looks so neat. Usually it's not like this, so I just did it to make it look pretty for the video. But let's go ahead and get started on our lid. This will be the first part. On the creases, go ahead and fold all of those. Once we are done folding, go ahead and set that off to the side. We're going to emboss the top of this. Since this is the lid, this will be the view that you see looking down, and I thought it'd be cute to add some of the flowers and maybe even a sentiment to the top. So I already have my stamp set up. Go ahead and get your embossing pad or your clear mark, whichever one you have. And I'm going to set it right in the corner. Nice. I'm going to use this to catch the powder. I only have a baby amount of my white. I am waiting to get some more. This will be good for right now. And if there's some strays, you can use a fine tip brush. Since one's going to be on top, one's going to be on the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a sentiment piece. Or have a treat. I'm going to use some leftover cardstock I have with the black ink, and then I plan on just doing a little fussy cutting around it. I'm going to add some foam tape to this just to raise it up and lift it. Now we can go ahead with assembly. I wanted to do that since it would be way harder to do when it's all put together. So now, these are going to be our glue tabs. On the back, we're going to glue them at all 4 edges, like this. What I usually do to line up the edges is I use glue just so I can move it around a little bit. I eyeball it to the edge, and then I usually stick some kind of like straight edge surface to it, and I push it towards it. That way I know it can be even to the line. This should be your finished result. And then we're going to take our second piece, if you already cut this, we're just going to glue it on the inside. I'm just going to match it to where it kind of looks similar on this side. And I'm not going to put any sentiment or anything. This is just to hide those little glue tabs and my little mess that I made. When this part is done, go ahead and get these pieces. These are going to be the outside of the lid, kind of like the top of the telephone booth. And normally I would just connect them and go around, and you can too if that's easier. I want it to be pretty precise to the box, so I'm just going to glue it to the actual lid, just so I know I make it as straight as possible. Make sure when you do this part, you leave a little bit open. I always forget that. And don't worry about any of the glue on the inside. It dries clear. And this is your lid. I'm gonna go ahead and set that off to the side. And now we're gonna go ahead and do the treat box. And same thing, make sure you crease all the folds first. All right, I'm gonna set these aside. These are gonna be the window covers. I just thought of this as I'm doing this. I'm going to use the Moroccan teal and put the vines on the inside. I know normally it would probably be on the outside, but I thought maybe it would look nice. Maybe at the bottom. Actually, let's do a shadow technique. I'm gonna get the light gray, and I probably should have checked this on paper first since I've never used this color before. Now that I have finished stamping, I'm gonna let it dry just to make sure before I glue it on. Back to our frame. Okay, looks like just a little bit around the edge. We'll need to glue, and then I'll probably do a little bit of glue on just the points right here where they meet in the middle. While these are drying, I'm going to go ahead and decorate the top. I'm going to flip these over, and these are going to be the glue tabs for the side. And this part isn't in the instructions, but I'm gonna place it in there because I guess it helps me some. But I'm gonna glue this inside, and I'm gonna just drop it to the side real quick, and then I'm gonna quickly glue on top. Let that dry. Let's go ahead and do our base. Same thing, crease all the folds. And on the short tabs, that's going to be what we glue. So it's going to be opposite to each other. Short tabs will go inside, long tabs will be on the outside. So it'll be like our glue tabs. And it'll look like this. Glue tab and glue tab. Then we will go ahead and glue this frame to the base. And let's decorate the rest of the lid real quick before we do the magnet lock. Okay, so I just finished decorating the lid like this, and now we're gonna work on the magnet door. So we should have these pieces, and I'm showing you this with a 15mm magnet. I'm going to attach this circle first onto the magnet, and then make sure it's centered as much as possible, and let that dry. And do the same thing with the other one. And with this one, we're going to attach it to the front, just like here. I'm going to attach it to the back, and looks like it's about dried. I'm going to put glue all around the edges. This is only because I need it to hold this magnet and not come undone, since it's too large. By all means, if you have a smaller magnet, use that. Okay. I'm going to squish on all the sides, so when it dries, it'll have like a barrier of glue around it, so we don't have to worry about it coming undone. Let me, oops. Clean my hands really quick. I have glue all over them. If you don't like the look of it being white on the back and then a texture on the front, you can always do two of these together with the magnet in the middle. I'm going to do it like this. So this magnet is going to go on the other side of the door. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to the frame. That way I don't have to worry about where to position. Same thing with this. I'm actually going to go ahead and push this down so it's easier to glue. And then glue all across the sides. Now we can do this. Make sure you have the right side of the magnet. See if I can get this in there. I can see the shadow of where I want to place this on the door. And then I'm just gonna let go. Open it up so I can push down on it. I'm not too worried about seeing the magnet and the glue on the other side, just because it's going to be covered by this. But again, if you don't like it, you can add another piece to it to put on there. And from here, just do little touch-ups. If you want to add anything else, you can. I'll probably add a few more things with the silver lining, just because I was trying to use all of it. All the different things. I was finished with the treat box, but I wanted to use some of the glacier paste, mostly because I haven't really used it. So let me get my spatula, which should be prepared. Alright. So I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna grab some, and I think I'm gonna put it at the bottom. You know, sometimes a lot of my ideas, I get them while I'm actually crafting. So I don't just pre-plan all of it. Kind of just comes and goes. So this was definitely on a whim. I just wanted to see. And since I have snow at the bottom, it only makes sense to have some snow at the top. Kind of scraping the top to get it to go in the front. Just so it looks like there's just a little bit on top. And I'll make sure to make a photo of what it looks like as it dries. Little messy, but I like messy. Quickly wipe that off, and now you can see the whole thing on the sides. Now let me go ahead and show you this one that I actually already did while this dries. And I did not have an extra magnet because I was planning to use it for the video. So I used some ribbon, and I'll show you how I loop that in. So this is what it looks like. And then the top. And then right here, we'll untie it. And you can see right in this first little notch right here. Let me see if I can get closer. I didn't glue this part right here. And all I did was slide some ribbon through. And then when I closed it, I just tied it with this. But just an idea in case you don't have magnets, you can still use it. Just different ways. You can even wrap ribbon all the way around. There's just like so many different things, and I can't wait to try out some new designs and new colors on this. I think that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you liked my video and it helps with creating one of these boxes, and I can't wait to see them posted. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Happy crafting. Bye.